time for my 2-week update on semaglutide. Today is injection day, so I am going to show my injection. But first I just want to give a general update on how things are going. So as far as weight, I started at 233. I'm currently sitting at 230, and obviously that could just be normal fluctuations, water weight. However, it still feels very encouraging. So far overall, I'm feeling really good about the process. This week, I really want to incorporate more exercise. Last week, when I first took the medication, and we'll see if that happens again, I was really tired. Like, I took the medication last Tuesday, and the rest of the day I felt like I just wanted to lay down, which it would probably be good to take it at night, so that's something that I might do in the future, and hopefully that will lessen the tiredness and the drowsiness that I'm feeling after taking it. I'm really hopeful. So as far as my weight loss and weight gain, I have lost 3 pounds in the first week. That could be water weight or just a normal fluctuation. I'm honestly not sure. Before I started taking the medication, I did not weigh myself very often. I think I weighed myself for the first time in a while the day that I had my first appointment. At that point, I was at 230 pounds, which honestly I did not even know. Last time I weighed myself, I was at 220. So I'm hopeful that it will continue to decrease. I also want to give up, before we get into the injection, I want to give an update on the side effects that I've been experiencing. So the biggest one for me last week was nausea and acid reflux. The acid reflux, I want to say, is going down. With that, there was a lot of burping. That's gone down as well. About stay the same. I am a little gassy. It's kind of annoying, but it's not too bad at all. Other than that, side effects are going well. Things are moving. I am having movements, not as regularly as I was. It's every few days. I am still taking the magnesium, still having fiber 1 bars. I have about 2 a day, drinking water, and something new that I've started doing is taking a probiotic. I take the one by Culturelle, and I feel like that's been helping with pretty much everything. The gas that I was experiencing isn't as bad since I started taking that a couple days ago. But as far as side effects, that's pretty much it. Some days I do feel just that general upset stomach feeling, but not too much nausea. Like I said, if I do feel nauseous, eat something small and light or drink some water, and that pretty much goes away. So I think that's that as far as that. Let's go ahead and get into this injection. Okay, so I know I explained everything before. I have the medication here in the little vial, and I'm just gonna take one of these syringes and administer it as I did in my first video. Hard part's all done. I'm just gonna return this to my fridge. Like I mentioned before, the medication is refrigerated, so just pull it out when you're ready. All right, let's try this again. So I haven't recorded since Tuesday. Today is Monday of the next week, so I take my 3rd injection tomorrow. So I'll be honest about how the past week went, and it hasn't gone so great for me, not regarding the medication or side effects, but kind of just my weight loss journey in general. I've been struggling a bit with self-image this week. I'm hoping that people can relate to what I'm going through, but also I can find people that I can relate to as well. So I have had a difficult time this week. Monday was my anniversary, and that day sparked some body image issues for me. A little history of my weight in general. So right now I'm sitting at around 230 pounds. So far with this, I've lost 3 or 4 pounds. In the morning, I normally weigh 229. So my goal weight is 150. I was 150 the last time in 2020. So I know I'm capable of getting there. It was about 4 years ago. But that's when I really felt comfortable in my body. And growing up, my weight didn't become something that I noticed until around, I believe it was like 2018. I started this medication to help with my depression and anxiety, and I was gaining weight rapidly without even noticing. Once I noticed, I was a little shocked, but then I thought, okay, once I get off the medication, that'll go away, right? Like the weight will go away because the medication made me crave carbs basically. So I'm not eating that way. I thought it would go away. Well, what really happened was the weight stayed the same pretty much. So fast forward to 2020, I start losing weight. I get to 150. I'm feeling good. And I stopped paying attention to my weight because I don't have to worry about it anymore, right? I got back to where I wanted to be. So again, I'm not paying attention. At this point, I start working. When you first come out of college, you start working, you're making your own money. You're living life on your own, you're eating whatever you want. I got up to probably around 180 within those couple of years. So like 2021, 2022, I got up to about 180. I didn't notice many changes in my body. I wasn't paying attention to my weight at this point. So I didn't pay attention until probably the end of 2022 or early 2023 when I noticed that I hit 190. And then my brain was like, okay, you're getting close to 200, but also I have to remember I'm a tall girl. Hovering around this weight probably isn't horrible. My doctor's encouraging me to lose a few pounds, but I just wasn't worried at this point. I was like, there are other overweight people, they're doing fine, my health is fine, I'm not worried. And I hope this doesn't sound naive and dumb to anyone, but I just want to be honest about the experience that I'm having. I didn't dislike my body. I did notice changes, but I didn't feel uncomfortable in my skin yet. So this is about 2022, 2023. I lost my job in, I want to say April, end of April. I was a travel nurse at that time. I didn't lose my job, but my contract ended before I expected it to end. And I had just relocated to where I thought I was going to stay permanently. And my contract ended. So I spent all this money relocating that I had saved, and then I lose my contract. So I'm spending money on furniture. I'm spending money on 2 rents at this point, because again, I'm still travel nursing and I'm out of a job. So at this point, I'm home every day by myself, anxious, depressed. Like, how long is it going to take for me to get my next contract? Because I wasn't expecting this to happen. I have things that I'm paying for constantly. I'm going to run out of money. So I'm stressed the whole month about monetary problems, life in general. I just moved, all of this. So I'm stress eating this whole time. And again, I don't even notice my weight gain. So, and these are the moments that really impact me, and you'll see why I'm explaining this in a second. But one day I was getting ready to go out with my friends, and I go to put on clothes. Now, I, again, have been sitting at home for a month. I haven't really been going out because I don't have extra money to spend. So I haven't tried on any of my old clothes really that wouldn't fit. I'm wearing like t-shirts and I'm wearing leggings, and all of these things are still fitting me despite the weight gain, and I don't know that I've gained weight. So I go to try on clothes and my pants don't fit. So I'm like, okay, well, clearly I've gained weight, but it didn't like hit me too much. I was stressed about it, but I was like, okay, well, clearly I've gained some weight, didn't know. I don't have a scale at home, so I didn't know how much weight I'd even gained. So then I go on to try on some of my other nicer clothes. Like I think I tried on a dress and a romper that was nice. They don't fit, can't zip them up in the back. At this point internally, I'm like, okay, I don't have time to process this right now because I'm getting ready to go out and I don't know what to do. I don't have any clothes that fit me that look nice. So then why does this connect to now? That happened to me on Monday of my anniversary. I went to get ready and I knew my anniversary was coming. I'm the one that made the reservations at a pretty nice restaurant. So I go to try on the outfit in my head that I think I was gonna wear. And it doesn't fit. The pants that I was gonna wear suddenly don't fit. Mind you, I wore these pants, what I felt like was a few weeks ago, but really I wore these pants a couple months ago. They don't fit. So I switch outfits. I'm trying on everything. None of my nicer clothes are fitting. And at this point, I just break down. And I probably had about 20 minutes left to get ready and find something to go because it's my anniversary reservations. And I'm sitting here having a breakdown because my clothes just aren't fitting me at all. Although I knew that I weighed more than I had within the past few weeks, it just didn't really hit me how much the extra 10 pounds, affected my body. And just honestly, the whole process of getting ready, all I could think about was my weight gain, what I did to my body, how I let myself get this way, but at the last minute, I realized I hadn't painted my toenails, so I'm having trouble bending down and reaching my feet to be able to do this. It's not comfortable, whereas I used to literally just do it anywhere. I could stand up and bend down and paint my toenails. Small things like this are really just making me feel horrible about myself and my body and what I let happen to me. And that just 3 years ago, I was in such a different place with my body. It just felt so discouraging. So that's kind of been how my week has been. Just honestly, having a pity party for myself, just feeling really bad. This week, I also, my menstrual cycle is starting soon. So there's weight gain that I experience with that. That's causing me some trouble feeling okay, because I see the scale not moving the way I want to. And I feel like when I see a lot of people post this journey and, I haven't watched a bunch of people in their journey with these medications, but when I see a lot of people post this journey, I don't see a lot of people talk about the mental aspect of going through weight loss. And I feel like that's what I'm struggling with the most, is how I got here, the fact that I have to do this, the fact that I have to spend all of this money to lose weight when I could just do it on my own. Why am I not able to do it on my own? And just all of these negative thoughts that are just circling around in my brain. But yeah, so I'm grateful to anyone that is still watching at this point. But going over how the past week has been with side effects and stuff like that. So things went pretty well. I haven't really had that many side effects at all this past week. The GI upset that I was experiencing have not. I've been going to the bathroom. What else? No nausea, nothing like that. So I feel like your brain kind of tricks you into wondering if the medication is working when you're not experiencing side effects, but I know that it is still, I believe. The biggest side effect that I noticed was fatigue. I did experience this the previous week, but I wasn't sure if it was just me or the medication or something else going on, but I'm pretty sure it was. I took the medication around 11 a.m., 12 p.m., and by the time I got off work, I was exhausted. You would think I was not working a remote job and sitting at home, but Yeah, I was just exhausted, whereas normally when I get off of work, I have a bunch of things I want to do, but I couldn't do anything. I pretty much spent a lot of time on the couch, just been feeling like tired. So I tried to combat that by, again, making sure I'm like having enough protein, things like that, which I feel like I'm struggling with that aspect. And I do see people talk about this, and that's making sure you're actually eating enough food. But if you take the medication, of course, you notice you get to a certain point in eating and you're like, I'm full, and you have no desire to continue eating. So then you push through that, and you make sure you're eating your full meal. But then I think mentally for me, that triggers something in my brain that makes me feel like I'm overeating like I used to. And then you kind of, again, I've spent this week pretty much spiraling, but then you kind of continue to go on this spiral of thinking like, oh, well, am I even helping with this process? Like, I feel like this is a hard journey mentally for those who struggle with their weight mentally, and eating mentally, and have issues with food noise and stuff like that. Like, my whole brain this week has been wrapped around my body and food, and that is what I was hoping this medication will continue. I am hoping that this medication continues to silence that noise, but it can't silence it completely. That's something you're still gonna have to work on and figure out with yourself. So, I started this process to help me have an easier time with weight loss, but there are still some things, like this medication isn't just gonna fix everything. There are still some things that I have to work on too within myself, is all I'm trying to say. But other than that, this week is going good. I haven't noticed much weight loss, but I am, my menstrual cycle is about to begin again, so I likely gained some weight with that. So I'll probably have a more accurate idea of the weight that I've lost within this next week. Tomorrow is the day that I take my medication. So yeah, this week, not much to update on. Again, I'm really grateful if anyone made it through my rant. I'm sorry. I feel the need to share that. And that's kind of why I created this channel, to share this journey, as raw and real as it is. But a lot of my videos have been talking, so I'm hoping my next video, I want to make it more of a vlog video. I think I may vlog my day, the day that I take the injection, or maybe the day after. I also have another video that I plan on recording this week to do with nursing. I am a nurse, I work from home, and I kind of want to share a day in the life of doing that. So that will be one video, and then my next one should be my next Semaglutide video. Again, I want to try to make it more of a vlog so that I'm not sitting here talking so much. I'm sure so many people have dropped off by now. I definitely am hoping that, if I'm blessed to get more viewers, that I can be more interactive and put content out that people actually want to watch. But also, it just feels so good to share on YouTube, and to have even 100 viewers that I have on my past 2 videos. That is absolutely amazing to me, and I'm so grateful to anyone that watches. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but thank you so much for watching. I think I'll wrap that up here because I've already yapped so much. But I will see you next week. Hopefully some people will watch my vlog that I hopefully have coming out midweek. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.